Welcome to my summer TBR video where I'm going to go through some of the books that are on my summer TBR. These are most of them because these are the ones I'm most excited to read. But I'm going to put this pile down now because I feel like it's going to fall. But we're just going to go through all of the books I want to read this summer because I have a fair few. I have probably a lot more than this, but these are ones that I'm currently most excited for on my shelf. So I thought we'd go through them. I'm going to start off with the first two. These are two Ella May's books. These are the physical copies. I also have some ebook ones as well. So the first one, I'm going to put it here, is The Hate Adam Connor. I'm currently listening to that on audiobook. I really want the physical book, but I'm going to put these down here. But the likelihood of me buying that anytime soon is very low because I'm currently on a ban, so that won't be happening. Then the third one in that series is The Hardest Fall, which I'm very excited about. This one is about college and sports romance. I picked this up when I was in Leeds with my best friends, so I'll tag that video up here for you guys. But I bought this, so me and Danny I think are going to buddy read it together. And then there is The Marriage for One. I'm going to put this here. That's another Ella May's. I have this ready on my Kindle actually. And then her latest release, which is Charlie, Love and Cliches, which I don't actually know what this is about. I just saw it was Ella May's and it matches all of her other books, so I picked it up. That's my reasoning. Charlie might work at her dad's company, but that doesn't make life easier. She's the kind of person who goes the extra mile for clients, remembers colleagues' birthdays and arranges cakes, and yet her dad still favours her sister. So Charlie shouldn't be surprised when her dad brings someone in to manage her and the team, but what that doesn't surprise is the new boss is her guy. Sounds really interesting, sounds fun. I don't know if these are all linked. I know the first two are linked, which is why I don't want to read them out of order, but I am very, very excited for this. Plus, have you seen how cute this cover is? This cover is the cutest ever. Then the next book is Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. To be honest, it's this entire series, but I didn't want to get the entire series out. So this one is, I don't actually know what it's about. Let's be honest, no idea what this is about. It just looks amazing, I won't lie. There is 3 in this series, I believe, if I'm correct. I have the receipt, so I'll read out which book it is. So it is Fix Her Up, Love Her or Lose Her and Tours of Engagement. These were 3 for £6 in the works. I got them months ago, but I had to pick them up when I did, and I'm really, really excited to read these. Currently not the biggest fan of some of the Tessa Bailey books I've read in the recent couple of months. Like the past couple of Tessa Bailey books I've read have not been my all-time favourite, so I'm a bit like, but I've heard great things about the series, so I'm very excited to read them. And I will probably do a whole reading vlog of all 3 of these books for you guys. If any of these books you want reading vlogs for, or any other books, please do let me know and I will go and do them for you because I love reading vlogs. And especially since getting my new camera, they've been even more fun to film. The next one is The Kiss Quotation by Helena Hong. I have been so excited to read this ever since I realised this is the book in Icebreaker which is mentioned that she reads, and it is basically like Romeo and Juliet but modern from what I've heard. I've heard amazing things. Apparently don't let the cover cite you of how spicy this is. There is 3 books in this series, and it's like it's high time for Stella Lane to settle down and find herself a husband, or so her mother tells her. That is no easy task for the wealthy and successful woman like Stella who happens to have Asperger's. Analysing data is easy, handling the awkwardness of one-on-one dates is hard. It sounds really, really good. I know this doesn't give summer vibes, but I'm just very excited. When it's summertime, I love short reads. The next one is X's and O's. I mainly picked this up because of the cover and the colour of the cover. I always think bright books are summer books I read, and these sort of books are more winter. Don't ask me why, I judge books by the covers. This is the second one. Set on You is the first one, which is about Crystal, and this one is about Crystal's sister, who is Tiara, and she's a bookworm, she's a book influencer. I've heard not the greatest reviews about this. I know when it came out everyone was raving on about it, and then in the recent months people have been saying it's alright. So I'm excited to read it. It took me a week to read The Set on You, but I am very excited to read this. And look at this cover. She goes on modern dates and Trevor, her firefighter, is it neighbour or flatmate, helps her out, but turns out they're in love with each other, like there always are. The next one I'm actually going to be reading like as soon as I finish Powerless, because I'm going to be doing it for a readathon with the company, which is Michael J. Joseph, which is Penguin, and it is The Love Wager by Lynn Payne. So this is a very short book. Also the copy that Tandem sent me is floppy. So Tandem actually sent me this book, and it's because they're doing a readathon. Now in July I'm going to be a VIP for their other readathon, which is going to be their Monica Murphy book, which I'm so excited about. But they wanted to send me this copy so that I can read along in May with them, so I'm very excited. This one is about Hailey Piper, and she gets a new apartment and she matches with someone online on a dating app who is Jack, the completely wrong guy for her. But turns out when they go and fake date at a wedding, he may not be the wrong guy for her at all. I'm very excited. It's a short little book. Hopefully the chapters aren't too long, because I've heard Lynn Payne's chapters are quite long. But I'm very excited to be reading this along with everyone else. I know it started today, but I don't like starting one book and another